I like dogs. They're loyal companions, their love is unconditional, and they always bring a smile to my face. I'm such a nerd for dogs, I go out of my way to watch videos with all sorts of dog breeds just to kill time. I've even grown up loving some amazing dogs in nerdy media. Doggos that are just, ooh, so precious that you just want to pet them and give them all of your love till the end of time. Just wondering, have I made it clear that I love dogs yet? I'm the astoundingly nerdy Kirikai, and these are my top 10 fictional dogs. Number 10. Mr. Tadakichi from Azumanga Daioh. For an adorable little girl like Chiyo-chan, it's only fitting that she has a lovable, white, fluffy giant as a pet. Being a great Pyrenees, Mr. Tadakichi is a lovable dog who is so big that Chiyo-chan can ride on top of him like a horse. Not only that, but he doesn't bite anybody. To quote Chiyo-chan, he's a man of character, so you know he's a sweetheart. He'll let you pet him for hours on end. Hell, he'll probably let you pet him till the end of time. With his blink-dotted eyes and large stature, Tadakichi is such a lovely doggy. But if you're Chiyo's height, be careful when you greet him or he'll send you flying. Mr. Tadakichi, not quite as big as Clifford, but still just as adorable.
Maybe we should head back.
Right.
Number 9! Zwei from Ruby. I had a hard time choosing between two corgis for this spot, Ein or Zwei. I ultimately went with Zwei because while Ein is a super smart dog and is very friendly, Zwei is all of that, plus he can do this. I think I made my point. Owned by Ruby Rose and Yang Xiaolan, he's a precious little doggo who will fight by your side and protect you no matter what. He's precious enough, in fact, that he'll melt anybody's heart.
Are you telling me that this mangy, drooling mutt is going to live with us forever? Oh, yes he is, yes he is.
When grim monsters invade the city, Zwei's like, bitch, please. Somebody please get this corgi a snack because he's a good boy.
Sorry, are we ready to keep going?
Number 8. Jake the dog from Adventure Time. Straight from the land of Ooo, Jake is a magic dog who will be there for you through thick and thin. That is, when he's not constantly distracted. When embarking on an adventure with his best pal Finn, Jake is incredibly reliable. He has a body that can change shape, grow huge, and stretch. Jake's also a pretty chill guy to hang out with. Unless you're playing Card Wars with him. That's when it gets a little difficult.
You play!
Whenever you need romantic advice, Jake knows what's up.
And after a while, you'll make it to Tier 8, where you touch her horn for the very first time. Very special.
What about Tier 15?
You stay away from that!
What else is there to say? Jake's a husband, a father, and the most loyal friend any boy could ask for. Jake is a homie for life. Number 7. Krypto from the Superman franchise. He is Superman's dog. I don't think I need to say anything else, but here I go anyway. Krypto is a Kryptonian canine, the closest thing to a Labrador Retriever on his home planet. Much like the Man of Steel, he's a superpowered being who can fly, has laser vision, and is super strong. You won't ever have to worry about burglars ever again because Krypto will slap their shit. He can be a little protective, sure, but that's only because he loves his daddy. Yes, a dog in a cape does look very silly, but I'll be damned if it isn't the most wholesome and cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh, he's so cute! He's loyal, he's well-trained, and he's Superman's dog. Krypto, he's not just a good boy, he's a great boy.
Good boy.
Number 6. Iggy from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders. When our heroes finally enter Cairo, Egypt to beat the shit out of Dio, the Speedwagon Foundation sends in an additional stand user to help them out. Iggy, the cutest and meanest dog you'll ever meet. As much as I love Iggy, even I have to admit he's a little bit of a shithead. He's selfish, always looks out for himself, and he's very antisocial. In fact, if you catch him in a bad mood, he'll just chew up your hair and fart on you. Which is ironic because Boston Terriers actually love being around people. However, it is also very true that Bostons tend to fart a lot because they take in a ton of air when they eat. Don't let his small size deceive you though. Iggy wields the power of his stand, the Fool. A highly versatile stand that can manipulate copious amounts of sand and shapeshift into whatever he desires. To give Iggy some credit, he does have a soft side for humans that are dog lovers. He puts his life on the line to save this kid from this psycho bird named Pet Shop, all because this little kid loves dogs. Yeah, Iggy's a little stinker, but he's a lovable little stinker.
Bring it, Feather Boy! I can't wait to rip you to shreds!
Number 5. Doug from Up. Out of all the dogs owned by Charles F. Muntz, this adorable golden retriever stands out from the rest. Doug is a pure-hearted and affectionate dog who loves everyone he meets. Much like the rest of his pack, he wears a special collar invented by his master that translates his thoughts into speech. And his manner of speech is just about what you'd expect.
My master made me this collar. He is a good and smart master, and he made me this collar so that I may talk. Squirrel! My master is good and smart.
It's a thing! I found the thing!
What about it?
It's here! The thing! I found the thing, and here it is! It's a thing! Right here, a thing!
He's not a very smart dog, but it's impossible to hate him. Look at that face! Look at that smile! Look at that precious smile! You're gonna tell me to hate that? Fuck you! No, not really, I love you guys. Doug is everything you could ever want from a dog. A best friend who will love you unconditionally and will follow you to the ends of the earth. If there's another Kingdom Hearts game made and Doug isn't in it, I'll be very disappointed.
Can you stay? Well, you're my dog, aren't you? And I'm your master.
You're my master? Oh boy! Oh boy!
Number 4. Scooby Doo. He's the animal mascot of Mystery Incorporated and arguably the most iconic dog created by Hanna-Barbera. Scoobert Scooby Doo is a black-spotted Great Dane with a speech impediment who is tall as he is charming. Owned by Shaggy Rogers, Scooby shares quite a few similar quirks with his owner. He loves hanging out with his friends, he's very cowardly, and he loves to eat snacks, especially Scooby snacks. Put a monster or ghoul in front of him and he'll be running for the hills. Sometimes he'll get so spooked he'll jump right into your arms like a puppy. But when a big chase scene reaches its climax, Scoob will miraculously catch the bad guy through some kind of dumb luck. Despite how much of a scaredy cat he can be, he'll walk through the spookiest of houses as long as he gets to hang out with the friends he cares about most. But giving him the occasional Scooby snack doesn't hurt. Whenever I think of the phrase cartoon dog, Scooby-Doo's always the first thing that pops in my head. He's funny, he's kind, he's a big lovable goofball, and he's the best companion a guy could ask for. We love you, Scoob.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
Number 3. Courage, the cowardly dog. Living on a farm in the middle of nowhere, Courage is a faint-hearted mutt who screams at the drop of a hat. Courage protects his owners from the dangerous monsters and freaky people that endanger them. Despite being afraid of everything, it's not really a weakness. If there's anything I've learned from Inside Out, it's that fear helps you become more cautious and aware. And this little guy's got plenty of fear to spare. Whenever you're being hunted down by a scary creature, Courage will always stay persistent and find a way to save you. If that's not bravery, then I don't know what is. Disregarding the irony in his name, Courage is a brave little guy and one of the most lovable mutts in animation.
This still shouldn't happen to a dog.
Number 2. Snoopy from the Peanuts. Scooby-Doo might be one of the most famous cartoon dogs in history, but Snoopy is just an American icon. You see him on everything. MetLife commercials, Knott's Berry Farm, Thanksgiving parades, toilet paper, everything. This lovable beagle, who barely looks anything like a beagle, is owned by the always unlucky Charlie Brown. He has an overactive imagination, he's a master of disguise, and he's just a really happy dog.
Is this not the dancing of a happy dog?
Snoopy's equally energetic as he is lazy. When he's not lounging on top of a doghouse without a care in the world, he's fighting the Red Baron in the skies or leaning against a wall like a cool dude. Snoopy's the perfect dog you can count on for anything. During Christmas time, he'll help you decorate. During Thanksgiving, he'll help you prepare the turkey. When you just need the support and love of a dear friend, he's always there for you. But otherwise, he's just gonna do his own thing. Snoopy. He may not look much like a beagle, but he certainly acts like one.
Ugh, I've been kissed by a dog. I have dog germs. Get hot water, get some disinfectant, get some iodine.
Before we get to my number one dog, here are some honorable mentions.
Where are we going this time, Mr. Peabody?
Vienna, Austria, where we'll meet that brilliant composer and virtuoso, Ludwig van Beethoven.
Ah, shut up.
Not plane or bird or even frog is just little old me. Underdog.
But he's a loser. He's pathetic. He's a Simpson.
And my number one fictional dog is Seymour Asses from Futurama. Oh yeah, a lot of you saw this coming. How could I not? To those of you who have never seen the episode Jurassic Park, major spoilers ahead. This border terrier is a prime example of why dogs are man's best friend. When Fry is sent out to deliver a pizza for yet another prank address, he is approached by a young, skinny border terrier begging for a piece of his pie. Fry adopted the dog and named him after the joke address he was given. Whenever Fry would go to his job at Panucci's Pizza, Seymour would be right there waiting for him. He became the pizza parlor's animal mascot and a beloved resident dog. On the night of December 31st, 1999, Fry was sent out to deliver another pizza. Seymour begs him not to go, but Fry tells his dog to wait for him at Panucci's, promising his return. But we all know how that song and dance goes.
What the?
Being the loyal dog that he is, Seymour sets out on a journey to find his missing owner. The poor dog comes so close to reuniting with Fry, but is pulled away by Fry's parents, who failed to notice that their missing son was right there in front of them. Seymour would continue to wait for Fry at Panucci's, with barely anything to eat. Time continued moving, Panucci's closed down, and at the age of 15, Seymour died, waiting for an owner that would never return. This shit right here really tugs at my heartstrings for two reasons. First, Seymour's story was actually based on a real-life dog named Hachiko, a lovable Japanese Akita who waited at Shibuya Station every day for his owner after clocking out of work. One day at work, though, his owner died from an illness and never came back home. Despite that, Hachiko still came back to Shibuya Station every day up until his death, waiting for an owner that would also never return. Just knowing how far these two dogs will go to reunite with their owners really makes me believe in the phrase, man's best friend. Second, and the most heart-wrenching of all, he could have been brought back. Fry finds Seymour fossilized in dolomite at the rundown Panucci's he used to work at. Not only that, but Professor Farnsworth discovers that the dog has still retained his cellular structure, making it possible for Seymour to be resurrected through cloning. But after learning how old Seymour was when he died, Fry realizes that after he was frozen, Seymour lived for 12 more years. Fry then decides to stop the cloning process after coming to this melancholy conclusion.
I had Seymour till he was 3. That's when I knew him, and that's when I loved him. I'll never forget him, but he forgot me a long, long time ago.
Oh, my heart! Oh, God! If only you knew what he did, you bastard!
Sorry, got a little too worked up there. Seymour is the best fictional dog because even if you're forever separated from him, he will never stop loving you. That's a wrap, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was really fun to put together. And hey, if you like dogs, please let me know down in the comments below. What are your favorite cartoon dogs, comic dogs, video game dogs, real dogs? I just love talking about dogs. That's how much of a dork I am. Once again, thank you for watching, and as always, I'll be back with more videos. But until then, this is Kirikai saying, good night, people.